I feel hot.
Get on Twitch.
I feel like sweet like chocolate.
Sweet like chocolate. Oh, yeah.
Oh, they don't make drums like that anymore, do they?
I want a big bass.
Someone slavering, yeah.
Don't make drums like that anymore, do they? Oi.
Hey, my day. Hey, it's Speed Garage, and you'd be bloody grateful.
Oh dear. So we've got the topic of the week on there as well. You can see the Twitch
Shit! I need
channel.
to think of some answers to that.
Yeah. Past broadcasts.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Mordkiss. Can we do the whole episode in Picanicu style?
Hello there. Yeah. Tweets your deep. Good boy. Absolute guys.
Oh dear. Do you remember the Anchor Spreadable adverts? Weevil and Bob. Spreadable. It was like that. It was amazing. Lewis is broken. Pete's in the chat.
Oh, is he?
He
That's
is.
right.
Hi, Pete.
Hi, Pete.
Stick the Smite news in. Come on.
Smite Pete.
Pete, we need your Smite expertise. Starting a new series, you're talking Smite.
Little robot face. Ooh. Okay. There's 0 viewers at the moment.
Boom.
Pete's
I
fucked
can't
up.
see us being live.
Oh, he's
Past
back again.
broadcasts. You're an absolute bastard, man. Tell you that.
What's he doing?
Well,
I'm picking
you're
you.
going to think of it now when you're doing the intro, aren't you?
Do it, Lewis. Got nothing left to lose. Just do the whole podcast.
Oh,
the same
Jesus.
We've got no viewers anyway.
Yeah.
Way. Start dropping C
Sugar
bombs.
space and everything, yes. I struggle at the best of times with that.
Did really well. That's good.
Oh, God.
Get the show on the
Wow.
road.
Pete's in the chat. Wait
Let's. Pete's in chat. Oh, hold on. Like by Scarestroke Studio. Like our tweet. Okay. Stream starting.
One.
Just
Hey,
one
Bob.
or two.
Is anybody there?
Slightly bigger.
He's lost it. He's lost it.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
We've got 7 viewers. 4 probably us.
Yeah, I would say so.
I'm not viewing.
Uh,
Yeah, that's fine.
I wouldn't trust mine, but yeah.
Sound come through all right, Lewis?
No, nothing wrong there. Yep.
Talk to us.
I can hear waves and voices.
Yes.
There's nothing still playing.
Let's go.
Hello there, and welcome to the Switch Island Podcast, episode 54. My name is Lewis, and today I'm joined by three absolute guys. The first of them being author, vegan, Gerald lookalike. Who is this guy? I think it's time for a Twitter poll. It's Andrew. How you doing?
I thought you were about to introduce Ben there. Hi. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you, Lewis?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. It's nice to have you back on.
Yeah, it's nice to be on. I might fall asleep halfway through, but I'm here.
I don't think we'll take offence to that.
Just tired.
Next up, sugar, spice, and everything nice. Those were the ingredients chosen to make the perfect little boy. But Professor Utonium accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction, chemical Y. Thus Daniel Ward was born. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you? You okay?
I'm fine.
Oh dear. What are you like, Lewis?
I don't know. And last, but by no means least, freshly sluiced and 100% moist. Try and catch him if you can. It's the slippery bugger, Ben.
Hello. You put a little flair on that today,
Yeah,
I
I thought
noticed.
I'd
Slightly
change
changed.
No one's
very
intro
good.
was safe.
Ooh,
Yeah, I thought I'd add that in there.
exciting.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Moisture levels through the roof.
Mm.
So how he's all doing? All well?
All right. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Warm.
Good. Dan, you got
Good.
your conservatory door open
You
behind
can
you?
see the green bin.
Oh, the green bin.
Oh, we're back on bins.
Got back on bins. Green bin.
What is the green bin?
night on Monday? That's foliage, garden stuff. Foliage.
Ah, okay.
Just foliage.
Foliage. Yeah.
Garden stuff. That's the best way of saying
Ah.
it. Garden stuff. Yeah.
What, every
Exciting.
week they take garden stuff?
Every 2 weeks.
Wow.
2 weeks.
That's amazing.
None of you
We have
know
to
that.
pay. We have to
Yeah,
pay
you
to get
did.
it like 70 quid a year or something to get our green stuff taken away.
We don't have any trees or grass around here. It's all just
No,
No, yeah,
it's
yeah.
true.
heroin.
Concrete.
It's all just fake.
Yeah.
You guys, well, it's this lovely Tuesday night, Dan. It's relatively humid, I would say. Doors open. Are we all drinking something suitable? I've
Ben,
mixed up this
you're
week. I do not have a delicious pint of DJ.
Oh.
I have something from Evil Twin Brewing, and it's called More or Less Evil Pale Ale. It's quite nice. Never had it before.
Peel, eel.
Pale ale. Here's a pale
I
ale.
am drinking Harbour Lager from a Cornish brewery that I can't remember. Harbour Brewing Company.
Harbour.
It's really nice.
Harbour Master.
Yeah.
I've got this
It's really
one.
Master.
Mm.
What is that?
Hazy
Ooh.
days.
What's going on there?
That's awesome.
That's a big hole at the top of that can. What's going on there?
Hazy days. So it's a. You can see on that camera. By the
Looks-
London Beer Factory. Hazy Days, a full flavour New England style session IPA, a modern classic, juicy, crushable with big tropical notes. Bit like you, Andrew.
Totally crushable.
Juicy
For-
and crushable.
Yeah, for audio listeners, the top of that can is just one giant hole. There's no normal ring pool on that.
It's like,
I think that's quite a trendy thing to do, isn't it? I've noticed a few craft beers adopting that big pulley, the old school ring pull system.
It's nice, feels nice on the lips.
Sure it does.
Ring, good old ring
Again,
on the
just
lip.
like Andrew.
Oh dear.
A moment on the lips.
Yeah, Andrew, what have you got?
I have that well-known craft drink, Pepsi Max Cherry. Mm.
Oh, cherry.
Pop in your cherry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Line up until you say cherry. Cherry and anything is sacrilege, surely.
Oh,
Well,
don't know.
but well, I don't know. They make one of your favourite games apparently. So
Yeah, but yeah, I don't
Oh, he's
drink
done
the
him
game.
there, hasn't he?
yeah, he's done
Forgot
it.
about that, didn't you, prick?
Damn it!
Fuck. Shit.
always forgetting about Team Cherry.
Anyway. Well, actually, I've had some news this week, guys. Did any of you watch the Super Smash Brothers presentation? I think it was yesterday at the time of recording, when someone called Min Min was announced for Smash.
Mm.
What do
Yes.
you think about that? Andrew,
Pretty
anyone, on you
disappointed.
go, because I'm not the
Anyway.
biggest of the ARMS fans. I think I played about 7 minutes in total. when that's on
Yeah.
demos.
I mean, I can't say I've played very much. I think I bought it like a month or so ago, and I've played about 10 games of it. It's pretty good. I thought they'd go, is it Springman, like the main guy that you usually play? I thought it'd be him, but
Yeah, he's an assist trophy. That doesn't mean that he wouldn't be eligible for
no.
being a main part of the main roster. But yeah, he's there as an assist at the moment.
It's true. I did think that maybe they would do something like with some of the other characters where they would just, because they pretty much will fight the same, I guess. I thought they would just have all the characters but as selectable costumes. But they've not done that. But there is like a power up where you get all of the ARMS characters, I think, isn't there? Like a smash.
Yeah,
I don't play. I don't play
the
Super
final smash.
Final smash.
I like you're like, yes, it's the
smash
the smash.
Smash.
It's
big-
the
big punch.
the smash.
Fighting. the long arms. Yeah, I think it was. I'm quite glad they didn't go for Springman. I think he's just been adopted as the sort of the figurehead of the game. But
Yeah.
from what Sakurai said during the presentation, that was never supposed to be the case.
Mm.
They're all the protagonists apparently. So yeah, I'm glad that they went for someone a bit different. I was kind of hoping either her or Twintel. I think they're
Yeah.
the most interesting characters. So yeah, I was pretty happy with that.
Very
I
good,
can't
Dan.
complain.
Yeah. Danny boy. Nothing. You got nothing.
You've come to the
Doesn't
wrong
give a
person.
shit.
I genuinely don't care. I think it would, like, just with all of the rhetoric that's been happening recently, it would have been nice for a bit more black diversity in the character.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been quite complimentary, but it is nice to see more female characters in Smash as well. So it's kind of it's a little bit bittersweet. I really don't care about ARMS, not in a dismissive way. It never gripped me. But I know Pete really loved it. He really enjoyed the game. So from his side, yeah, I think he'll probably jump in and probably practice as the character. But I don't know. Has anyone really seen any narrative online? I've kind of dropped out the Smash sphere about this character. Is it anything massively different, or is it mechanics similar to any other character?
I think she looks quite unique. I think that looks pretty cool. Obviously the arms having a substantial reach is pretty cool, and the way she controls is different as well. So I think it's the A button controls the right arm and the B button controls the left arm, or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
So in the same way as they did with the Street Fighter characters, where you can do the Street Fighter inputs to pull off moves from Street Fighter, they've done the same thing here with arms.
Okay.
That's pretty
Have
cool.
I dropped off again? I can't hear you guys, and you're all frozen.
Oh dear.
Pencil hit. I'm
Yeah,
going to carry on talking.
well, when you
And hopefully you can
And
hear
he's
me.
gone. There he goes.
I don't know if you can. You
Oh
won't be able
no.
to see me. Who knows?
we can
Who
It's
knows?
all
Can we just go
Just
quiet?
a
And just let
static
Ben, let's let Ben just narrate himself.
let's ride the storm.
Quality content.
This is amazing content. He's gone. He's dead. I
Don't do that. That's a bit much.
No, not. It's a good point. Actually, that was quite rude. He's just gone. He's gone for a little bit. He's fine, kids. Don't worry.
In terms of the reveal trailer, I've got to say I did sort of the style of it. I quite liked it. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quite a cool
nice.
sort of animated. He's gone. Ben left.
He's
No.
gone. And he's ruined all my overlays. We've got to wait for him
Of
to come
course
back in
he has.
now.
He
Typical.
come back.
Damn it.
Ben only reserves this for a Tuesday night when we're recording.
I'm going to do the stream starting pitch.
I don't know.
What the heck?
Was that just
When
me?
you are-
I don't know.
Oh, thank God for that.
Yeah, you were 2 minutes before everybody else. Say that.
Let's go back to the team view, because now I think everyone's messed up on the team view. But the overlay's fine, so I think we're still good. Can everyone
Yes.
still hear us in the stream? Because we're just going to carry on as if that didn't happen. And I think we take a timestamp at 15 minutes 20 seconds. Hopefully we should be fine. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we should be okay.
It'll all come out in the edit. It's fine.
Yeah, as long as people can still hear us, it's the main thing.
Yeah. Is anyone
there?
I'm waiting for the stream. Pete said he left because they didn't have Twin Tail in Smash.
in the huff?
Guys,
Would it
if
be
you
good?
are watching, can you please let me know if the stream is still working? It looks like it's working on here. I'm just going to check the audio. 1 second.
This is good. I like this.
Sounds like it's working.
We're working fine. It looks absolutely good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were talking about Smash characters. Sorry, Lewis, to jump in. But...
No, that's quite all right. You tell me. You've got the hand on the controls for this.
Hands on the control. Yeah, we're working. I think it's going.
Oh.
So I think was I talking about the moveset when we dropped out?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Let me pick that up again. Just thinking for the audio listeners to make an easy edit. Blah 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 blah. Where were we? Yeah, so A and B. So yeah, so you can use A and B similar to how you do in Street Fighter, where you can pull off moves using the Street Fighter inputs. You know, down towards to do a Hadouken. You can press A and B to control the arms independently. So that's quite unique. But Sakurai kept saying she's basically dog shit up close. You have to keep at a distance.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah.
I may be incorrect in saying this. I think she's the only character that isn't affected by the Fire Emblem retaliation, like down B, the down Bs for the Fire Emblem characters, where they just block and then instantly.
The Fire Emblem characters in Smash.
Yeah, that's one. I think there's one or two.
Just one or two. Yeah.
Mark. I think that's one's called Mark.
She's also the only character with noodles for arms as well. Apparently. Fact.
But I did like the intro, the reveal trailer.
Yes,
The trailer
that was
reveal
cool.
video, what you want to call it. It's the sort of the animated style of it with Captain Falcon slurping up all them noodles. Yeah, really, really cool. So, who's it going to be? Is it going to be all the guys in the ring? You never knew that Min Min was standing in the background just watching everything unfold.
Obviously, if you knew the ARMS lore, Lewis, if you played it for more than 7 minutes, you'd know that Min Min works in a noodle bar. So you would have probably guessed.
Well, why didn't they lead? They should lead with that. Lead with the story, not with the shitty gameplay.
But yeah, I'm happy about it. I think it's cool.
That's just the 18 minutes on ARMS. Yeah, it's fine. Keep it below an hour. Fucking hell, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that includes a 5-minute detour.
Yeah, it's true.
The Ben detour.
Yeah.
The Ben detour.
There's the name. Episode name.
Right, in terms of other things that have happened over this past little while, there was an EA Access the other night in which Apex Legends was announced for Switch, which is a big deal to some.
It's
Definitely.
massive.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Massive.
Very excited.
Please explain to me why it's a big deal.
It's basically it's kind of like it's like Fortnite mixed with Overwatch, but with its own kind of like it's got like the characters from Overwatch, like the very specific. They have their own abilities and stuff, and then it's got like the maps from Fortnite, and it's like a mishmash of all the different battle royale games. I think it's three people teams, squads. It's just really great, like the mix of character abilities. So each person on your team will have something different. Like you've got, I can't remember the name. There's like the Wraith, I think, who has the ability to go invisible, and she can travel like a small distance while she's invisible. And there's just all sorts of these abilities, and the way that you all play together and kind of harness those abilities to win. I don't know. There's just something really cool about it that makes it. It's much better than Overwatch, and it's kind of on a par with Fortnite in my books. So I'm really excited to see it on Twitch for sure.
Heck, oh, lovely.
I am over the fucking moon. This has been my most wanted game on the Switch for pretty much the lifetime of the Switch. I think every predictions episode we've ever done, I've said, Apex Legends is going to be coming out. Definitely. And I kind of really did get a feeling that this would be the time it just felt right. And I couldn't be happier. Basically, this is all off the strength of me really loving Titanfall, both Titanfall games on the Xbox.
Great games.
It's literally the only game I liked on the Xbox. I played it to death, and the traversal looks very similar in this. The look of it is all very similar. Even the cloaking thing that you just mentioned, Andrew, sounds like a Titanfall kind of, take from that. So if it plays anything like Titanfall, I'll be all in, and I'm just extremely, extremely excited about it. And I know if we all get it, and it's free to play, so there's no excuse not to, then it's just going to be fantastic. I'm genuinely very excited.
It could be our next fortnight. Genuinely be our next fortnight for sure.
That's going to be. I do have very fond memories of Fortnite. That was really good. That was a good time. It got a bit too much. We were playing it every night at one point. But I think Apex from that side, it'll. If we find the right place for it in our week, I think it'll go really well. Hence, community nights. Saturdays,
definitely.
Beers. Terrible cough. I'm sorry.
Take something for it. Yeah, so the Apex announcement, there was also...
That's very snarky, Lewis.
Also, just take something for that cough, right?
Wow.
No, also, including Apex, 6 other games from EA coming to the Nintendo Switch this year. And now quoting from a Nintendo Life article where apparently they've been uncovered.
Isn't one of them Burnout, though? That's
one of them
out.
is One of them is Burnout, yeah. So there's Burnout, Apex Legends, FIFA 21, Lost in Random. Now, apologies, I didn't look what that game was ahead of time. Lost in Random, anything?
That's from Zoink. That was in the EA Play presentation as well. So that's a kind of Tim Burton-esque looking game. Looks pretty cool.
Also included Need for Speed Hot Pursuit from 2010, going back a little while for that one. And Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborville.
Which one is that? That's not the original one, is it?
I think that's the sequel, the second, the one that came out on Xbox One when it first came out. So that's probably like a 7-year-old game.
So it's not the what was it? Garden Warfare. It's not that one with the. It's not a first-person shooter, is it? It is
a first-person shooter, but it's the sequel to Garden Warfare, I believe. So it's just an improved version of that. But annoying. I mean, it's not great.
I like the original Plants vs Zombies.
Yeah,
they were great.
That was good.
That makes so much more sense.
They're very old games now. That would be like getting Peggle on the Switch, which again is
brilliant, amazing.
I mean, that is a great game. Yeah, that would be good. Bejeweled 3 as well. I'm excited for Hot Pursuit if that is an actual thing, because that's a fucking fantastic game. And Grid Autosport was like a 7 or 8 year old game. So, and that's amazingly well. Hot Pursuit is fucking amazing. It's one of the best Need for Speed games, if not the best Need for Speed game. So, yeah, if they port that to Switch, I'll be very happy. I'm not going to pay 45 quid for it, though. So, yeah.
Hell no. 40 quid maximum.
Is that what you paid for Burnout?
I haven't bought it yet. I've resisted Burnout.
Yeah. 2.5 weeks later, Andrew, I pre-ordered it. It was £45 for special edition. I get a Brum car.
If it has a car, like
it's got a Dreamcast car in it, and I wanted it.
Put a Dreamcast car in EA, and I'll buy it. Day one, 45 quid. Do it. Day.
Just a white car. It's a Dreamcast car. It's got a bit of blue on it. Dreamcast car.
So, and just to round it off, there is an EA Originals title from Ville Studios. So there's no game name attributed to that one. But in terms of that, if that was the list, those 6 plus another that we don't know yet, are we all happy with that? Plants vs Zombies, I'm not exactly ripping my wallet out of my pocket. If I'm being completely honest, Need for Speed, I'll reserve judgment until I see it. Yeah. FIFA 21, Lost in Random, from what I remember from that Zoink game, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as you know,
I don't know
you're
what we
a big
expect
fan
from
of
EA.
Flipping Death, aren't you, Lewis?
Oh yes, of course I am.
Have you played that yet?
I have played it. Of course I played it. I was given Flipping Death as a Secret Santa present from someone, I don't know, Santa Claus. And I played it.
Fat bearded man.
Some jolly old fat bearded man gave me this gift. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So if it's similar to that, I don't think you can really replicate flipping death. So it'd be interesting to see what this is like to play. Like I said, I can't remember what it looks like from the presentation.
I'm a little bit disappointed that they haven't brought more sports games over.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know, I feel like Madden would do well. Certainly in America, it would do well.
They do well here, surely. There's a
Yeah.
massive NFL, following over here.
Yeah, and there's no other. I mean, other than that, was it Mutant Football League? I can't think of any other American football games that we've got. So, yeah. It's a shame. Bit of a shame.
EA have tons of games as well they could have ported. Like everybody was kind of hoping that the Mass Effect trilogy would get ported over, and Dead Space trilogy as well. Like if they'd have done those in the same vein as the Borderlands games from 2K and BioShock and stuff, and ported those over, the people would have gone mad for that. But I'd have bought Mass Effect and Dead Space all over again to play on the Switch. But yeah, they've missed a trick there for sure.
SSX collection, I would buy the shit out of that
for sure. Yeah,
Def Jam, wrestling games, all that.
Skate,
big.
So I'm excited by VLAN Studios. So just to kind of wet your whistle a little bit, from 25th of March 2019 at Variety.com, VLAN Studios is comprised of developers who've worked on various AAA titles and franchises, including Guitar Hero, Skylanders, Super Mario Maker, Destiny, and Uncharted. And to date, they've raised $7 million to provide resources for its creative teams.
Wow.
So it's AAA quality studio. So I'd be quite curious to see what's being made over there.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like there are any slouches. And looking at their website, their mission statement is find the magic to create breakthrough game experiences. So interesting, really interesting.
Yeah, definitely worth keeping an eye out for what's coming from them then.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
It's a big deal in general that EA are bringing games to the Switch all. So I think it's good that we're getting anything from them. And hopefully, if they sell well, if we all go out and buy Burnout for 45 quid and Hot Pursuit for 45 quid, maybe they'll bring more.
Come on. And to be fair, by all accounts, Burnout is an extremely good port. I know it's an old game, but it sounds like they haven't half-assed it. So that
but. Yeah, I guess so. I'm still not sure it's 45 quid's worth of good port, but
they're already gritting their teeth enough that they're having to give us 7 games.
That's true. Yes, Carl, Def Jam Vendetta, absolutely. An SSX tricky.
Absolute banger. Def Jam Vendetta, great game. Right, guys, I think it's time to move on to the sweet releases.
God.
Sweet releases time. So games are coming up in the not too distant future. Anything that's been tickling your fancies, Ben, that you've seen over the last that's coming up?
Tickling your fancies,
I don't
know. What's coming out soon? Well, obviously Duke Nukem. Probably, I think that's out today, isn't it? Andrew, you pre-ordered it. You'll be in the know, I'm sure.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm in the know of all things. Yes, it's out today. No.
Just on Duke Nukem, I'm on the Nintendo.com webpage for it, and you need an age to key in your age to go any further.
Age? You mean the thing that we all have?
Yeah, I assume you need to be over a certain age. D 01.
01. It's scary that if you put in 01, you would get in now. You'd be old enough to get in.
Yeah.
That's really scary. But yes, Duke Nukem. It's been touted for a while that it's coming to the Switch. This version of it, what is it called? It's the 25th anniversary World Tour version, or the 30th anniversary. It's something along those lines. But it came out for the Xbox One and the PS4 last year, I think. And it's a really, really good port. So if it's anywhere near as good as the versions on the PS4 and the Xbox, then it's going to be pretty cool. And it has multiplayer as well, I believe. So we can all get together and frag each other up.
Yeah, you say that the tagline on the Nintendo website is "Frag like it's 1996. This time with even more asses to kick." And it's $4.99, reduced from $9.99 at the moment.
This looks like an absolute terrible looking game.
I remember.
And you never played this, Dan?
This reminds me so much. Like I remember getting NOM or ONM, whatever it was called back in the day, and seeing pictures of Duke Nukem and going, "Oh, that looks so cool." But looking back now, it's just like Jesus, man.
Have you actually played it before? Have you never played it?
I think my mate had it.
Right.
My made up mate. I think he had it. I played it once or twice at his, or he had rented it. I think I can't remember.
The weird thing about this game is the only reason I remember it is that we used to have like the family computer. You had the computer in your dining room on the weird desk that you bought from Argos. So we had that massive computer with a big CRT monitor, and my stepdad had bought Duke Nukem specifically because he'd heard that there were strippers. You could pay them and they'd like flash you. And I think how old did I be in 1996?
Time for desperate.
I was like 12. I was like watching my stepdad play that.
Sat on the stairs hearing your parents argue. Why did you buy the game? I told you got strippers, Karen. You don't know what it's like.
They've got tassels on, woman.
You haven't kissed me in 14 years.
But it came out in that like lad culture era.
Yeah,
it did.
And like even on the eShop, it says, "Is that a Duke in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?" That's good.
It's got pigmen and tits. What more do you want?
This is one of the only games to ever give me motion sickness. I can remember playing it on exactly that setup you're describing, Andrew, in our dining room family computer.
What was it about the dining room? Why did everybody have a setup?
It was used for like encyclopedias, like on thousands of discs, and Duke Nukem, and I think that's about it.
Why did you sell all the encyclopedias? I told you, Catherine, it's called Encarta. It's on one disc.
Encarta. Call back.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, I don't know. I think Rich has already picked it up, hasn't he? As well?
Yeah. He's picked it up too.
Encarta.
I'll have somebody to play with at least.
Not long for that to get.
Rich loves Microsoft. He's got a copy of Encarta. Let's be honest. He's still playing on Movie Maker from 1995.
Movie Maker. Oh my god. Jeez.
Also coming out this coming week on I think it's what day one, the 23rd. On the 25th is the Blair Witch.
Ooh,
which looks pretty good. I've seen bits and pieces of gameplay. Looks relatively scary.
It's got a lot of Firewatchy vibes. As in, it's not very cheery, but yeah, it's got that kind of first-person walking sim and exploring a certain area. It does look interesting. I'm not going anywhere near it, but yeah, it does look interesting.
It's probably not your kind of cup of tea, I guess.
It's not based on the film. Is it the first film?
I mean, all of the things to do with Blair Witch are based around that film.
Just a coincidence.
No. I mean, like, is it?
Oh, we've called it the same thing.
Do you know what? Someone's already made.
Is it the same story? Is it the same people involved? I'm asking questions. I am a voice of people.
It is apparently it takes place after the events of the first film.
Yeah. It's quite interesting. It's like an exploration of this guy's psyche, and as well as the whole story. So it's quite an interesting game. It's good.
It's got a doggo in it.
It's got a dog. You can pet the dog.
GameCube Preacher in chat said, "I had the SNES, N64, and GameCube in the dining room."
What?
That is
why?
excessive.
Connected to what, Pete? Connected to what? Did you have like a TV in the dining room as well? That's
it was like a TV. Because I'm not going to go into too much depth of his house because it'd be weird.
Come on, describe the floor plan.
The floor plan. What wallpaper was there?
All right, Jesus Christ. Yeah, like where Pete's kind of like dining table was, and then to the side of it there was like a couple of beanbags and stuff. His dad had a PC there on the right hand side. But you'd just be sat there playing GameCube games, and it was just like a normal occurrence. Like either his mum or sister would come through offering pizza or a top up of drink, a fizzy drink, constantly. And I was like, I can barely even get like anything at home without having to look after my two little sisters, and Pete's just getting food and drink on tap. And he's like, "Go away, like leave me alone." I'm like, what is this like?
Too much.
Playing Pikmin, turning away pizza. Madman.
Oh, brilliant.
What else is coming out this week?
Blair Witch.
Anything else to say on the Blair Witch? Apart from it's set after the series of the events of the first film. Bastards.
That's it. But he's not going to drop that.
It's
now.
worth a play. It's definitely worth. If you like horror games, it's definitely worth a play. So,
Have you played it, Andrew?
yeah, I haven't finished it because, of course, I haven't. But I've played a fair bit of it, and it is really good. It's on the Xbox and PS4, so that's how I've already played it. It's on Game Pass, in fact. So yeah. Yeah.
Very good. Also on the tomorrow, Ninjala free-to-play game, Splatoon-esque.
That's kind of lost traction. Does anybody actually care about that now? Like the way that they did that, the way that they did like the beta testing and stuff seemed like really stupid.
Yeah, it was like, oh, you can log on at this time in the middle of the morning to play for an hour, and then you'd go on and the servers would be jammed, so you couldn't play anything. I tried, but I couldn't get on. I know that Mike managed a couple of games and said he prefers it to Splatoon.
That's crazy.
Looks all right. I mean, it looks interesting. It looks quite polished. Is it free to play?
It does.
Yeah, it's free to play. Yeah.
For a free to play game, it's not terrible. So yeah, I mean, it could be worth jumping into it for a little bit. I'm still trying to persuade you fuckers to play Splatoon 2. So it's.
I keep saying I want to, and we keep not doing it.
I was all
Would you
geared
work
up.
7 days a week from like 9 in the morning till 9 p.m. at night?
I know, but
Then
we
you
had
sleep,
that.
and then
we
you
went
sleep
play
for 14 hours. How does that work?
I know.
With your do-rag on?
Can't wear that anymore. It falls off. It's really awful.
Just wash your hair. Get some friction.
That's true.
There's me dishing out advice. Yeah, no, I'm
Lewis is still really fucked off about the Blair Witch. You can tell. He's really annoyed.
Let's just wrap this fucking podcast up.
Let's just fucking cut it. Cut it.
Yeah, Ninjala looks all right, but I think you're right, Andrew. They've lost a bit of traction and lost.
Splatoon 2 is shit, Mike. So apologies, Ben. Mike in the chat.
No, Splatoon 2 is shit. Hot take from Kenny Press F in the chat. Yes. What else? Anything else releasing?
A little game called Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Which is coming out at some point. Is that today?
Today, yeah.
Yeah.
Out now. In fact, I got a glowing review from Rich who said it was so good.
He did. And he owned it 3 times over. So, he enjoys that game quite a lot.
But it does involve moving vehicles. So we should
right.
kind of take Rich's opinion with a pinch of salt, I think.
Yeah.
True.
To be honest.
I wonder if Rich would call the racers in this airships, like what he calls the cars in Grip.
Call some airships.
Yeah.
He really
like,
confused us.
Yeah, he's like, you can go this way, the tankish cars and airships.
And we both went, oh, airship. That's different. Expecting like these big fucking zeppelins.
Blimps.
And he's like, well, yeah, not airships. So we're like, well, what do you mean?
Like in
Pods.
Oh, okay.
So is this? It's Pod Race is basically the same game that was on the N64.
Yeah.
Because it was a fun game, but again, that game looks like dog shit. I'm watching it here on the on our channel. It looks awful. It looks really, really bad. Like, so again, £20 this cost. £20.
No, 20 Australian dollars. So I think Jamie Penning was the first person to alert
so
us
is that
to
the
it being
image I've seen? Okay.
He's in Australia. Thank you, Jamie, for that. So I think it's about 12 quid over here
Yeah.
Still £12, still a lot of money for this game.
for any N64 game.
Yes, basically, yeah.
Happy birthday, N64.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's off.
Terribly.
Laurie's woken up somewhere.
He's at it again. Don't make me come out of my study.
I've got a hardwood table.
Pour quinoa in your fucking eyes.
Do you know who I am? Sony PR know who I am. You can't.
He'll get upset.
Cut. Don't use that, sir. Get really annoyed. Oh.
I'll save us. It's time for Switch It Up.
Oh, give me a...
Oh, switch it up.
Switch it up. What have we been playing? Mr. Ward, do you want to tell the group what have you been playing over the last little while?
Well, fuck all.
Wow.
Yeah, fuck all.
What's that like?
I've got loads of games to play. No time to play 'em, mate. That's exactly what's happened the last week. Well, 3 weeks. We haven't recorded it. Yeah, I've just had literally... I played a couple of PC games. Still been playing Valorant quite a bit. Just jumping into those kind of games of an evening. A lot of Rocket League. Laura Rocket League. Yeah, that's been quite fun.
Surprise.
Yeah, that game has actually it's aged extremely well, and the online community is fantastic. We came up against a trio team the other day, and it was called the Brexit Brigade, and they all had like little black taxis with like thingy on it, and then their thing was 30 million to the NHS whenever they scored a goal. It was fantastic. So it's got a lot of humour, Rocket League, and I think it's good humour, good fun, brainless sports. So it's good, and we managed to get Pete into it. So now it's just you, Andrew, that needs to dive in. Played one game,
Andrew.
a couple of rounds, and Lewis, I think you did too, of the new Fortnite season.
Fortnite, yeah, I have indeed.
Really good. Bought the Battle Pass. Haven't played it since. Yeah, it was really good. So yeah, first game in, won a duo with Carl, who's in the chat. That was good. So other than that, like I said, bit of Warzone. Still not quite getting Warzone. Andrew, I don't know whether or not you feel the same.
I've not picked it up since. I mean, I enjoyed it, but it's hard work.
It's the Tetris 99 of battle royales.
Yeah. It's like you can see why it's good. Like objectively, it's a great game, but it's just like you have to really be in the mood for it, and I've not been in the mood for it for a while. So
I think other than really being in the mood, my only way of getting to the end is like being a shithouse and just hiding. There's no other way of doing it.
The only way to do it, yeah. That's how I've gone. Just hide to the end.
Because you see all the other people like running, jumping, gunning people down, and it's like, Christ, you're just in this war zone. But yeah, that's really good. I do hope Valorant comes to Switch. I think it could easily run based on Apex and based on Overwatch playing. So, like I said in the last podcast, I think that's something, Ben, that we probably all enjoy. So yeah, that's what I've been playing. A lot of free to play shit.
Lovely stuff, and why not? It's there to play.
And just on that, trying to get Andrew into Rocket League, it's under £10.
Come on, Andrew.
You know I own this. I own this already. Do you own
it? But come on,
buy it
really?
Yeah, just own multiple versions. It's fine.
Come on.
He says, "You hypocrite! You've got multiple versions of other stuff.
Not on the same console."
Okay, yeah.
I've got standards. Jeez.
Yeah, that would be a good point.
From myself, a couple of games of Fortnite. Won a couple. I think I played 4 and I've won 2, which is unheard of on solos, which I'm pretty chuffed about because I didn't play any of season 2. I think the one game I did play, Dan, was with you when we were first sort of seeing how shit it actually was.
It's okay. It's a bit more interesting and a bit more Fortnite-y, cartoony with all the water and the different like the helicopter in it and stuff. Just the hangover from all the good stuff from the last seasons in there, and then all the season before it, like the sniper rifles are back and
they're rare though. I've not seen. I've seen one.
I've seen quite a few, but you get the hunting rifle as well, which is pretty decent. I know it's only one bullet at a time, but that's got quite good range. So
yeah,
it's got a lot of stuff in there that is quite funny. And we were just blaring dun 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 out the helicopters flying around for ages. So it's it's got a place in my heart, Fortnite, mainly from the times that we've played. So I do want to dive in again when Andrew isn't working 28-hour shifts.
Incredibly selfish.
So selfish.
I think mainly sort of to follow on from the last podcast when we discussed 51 worldwide games, as I have played some couch co-op on it with my non-video game playing wife.
Wow.
And I have got to say, I don't know if it's just because I was playing it with her, but and getting absolutely thumped at chess.
You made that sound as if you prevent her from actually playing games. Not like she chooses not to.
Can I play? Get back into your room.
The one with the sink.
Oh wow!
I mean,
Calm down,
withheld.
PewDiePie.
Yeah, so I've played some games. Moving on, some games on that, like Mancala chess, yacht dice, because we're all filthy gamblers. And it's honestly reminds me of playing games sat on a couch with my mates when I was younger, because it doesn't happen all that often. Bit of couch co-op. So to answer the question that was asked a few weeks ago, is I now would say that it was definitely worth the money.
Nice.
Like I said, its value is definitely in the multiplayer aspect of it, more so than single player.
Fair enough.
Still to do online, but I think if you do it online, you need to jump onto Discord or whatever. Cause I don't think it has native chat because it's Nintendo.
It's Nintendo. Yeah.
Jump into Discord or whatever, and so we can bam each other up when we're playing something. I think that's the last tick in the box that we need to check on that one.
The true test.
Definitely.
Will we still be friends afterwards? If the answer is yes, then it's a fail. The game has failed. It's mainly that's been it for me. Jumped into another playthrough Hollow Knight. Have you heard of that game?
No.
A game called Hollow Knight.
I think you might have mentioned it once.
Metroidvania game. You just sort of dance about the place. And started Golf Story RPG mainly because I'd bought it. I seen Eamon was playing through it. I was like, I've got that. I'll give it a little shot. It's not hooked me yet, but from what I hear is once it gets its talons sunk in, then that's you.
It's all right. It's a good game. I completed it. I think when it came out pretty soon, didn't it? When the Switch launched. Remember rightly?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember playing it. It kind of tided me over the whole way through. It never really excited me too much. One thing that I did really like was like the tactile vibration. You know, the
the HD Rumble's still the best use of it in any game. Yeah.
Because even like from hitting the ball in a certain way to like just an exclamation from a character in the chat, it's just like what, and then rumble.
Yeah.
It's like whoa.
But it would actually make a sound. It was like programmed to go like boom, and the vibration
was really good.
Not noticed that, so genuinely haven't noticed that.
Your Switch is fucked, mate. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's my Pro Controller or something. Yeah, I'll need to remember to. I should be
it'll only be when
experiencing
you're
some.
playing it handheld. That's the only time it'll do it. So if you're playing it handheld, the HD Rumble will kick in. So it's definitely worth it. It's really, really good. It makes I kind of think that's what got me through a lot of it.
Okay.
So yeah.
I have to stick on my original Joy-Con because I've got a Hori left.
Ooh.
No rumble on that.
Son.
No rumble on that one. That's me. That's all my games. Who wants to go next?
I'll go. I've got quite a few to rattle through, so I'll keep it brief.
Thanks. Thank
you. First one is Ruiner from Devolver Digital.
You did a video for that?
Yes. Thank you, Lewis. Yeah.
You should check out our YouTube page.
Please do. There's a quick look of that. That's a cool little kind of like a twin stick shooter. Very violent, very stylized, very Devolver Digital. In terms of like, it's got that kind of My Friend Pedro vibe about it. Sort of offbeat, violent, weird, set in a kind of dystopian future. I love it. It's very cool. It's also got these little, kind of got an RPG-ish kind of aspects to it as well, where you can sort of level up, choose your abilities and upgrade them as you go. And there's a little hub area that you go to and you can do side quests and things, which is not the sort of thing you'd normally get in a sort of twin stick shooter, which is basically what this is. But yeah, kind of ape out-ish in terms of the melee combat as well. So it ticks a lot of boxes for me. But it's obviously playing second fiddle to Xenoblade Chronicles, which is still very much my main game at the moment. I think I'm about 30 hours into it now, and I think I'm about halfway because I don't want to spoil anything, so I need to choose my words carefully. But you've got like 2 worlds, and I've just gone over to the second world. From Bionis to the Mechonis, basically. So
cool. What on Bionis is that?
Exactly. But That's a weird. I was playing it a little bit at lunchtime today, and the character Dunban shouts out some really random stuff as they're fighting that you would never shout when you're fighting. Like
Epstein's alive.
It's just bizarre. I can't think of any examples now that you've thrown me off. Like born in a dangerous time or something like that, and he'll shout something like that out while he's fighting. It's like, what? Are you supposed to be scaring them? Weird.
I like your shoes.
The biscuits are juicy.
Yeah. But no, loving that still. Taking my time with it and very much enjoying the scale of it still, which is, epic. The other thing, off the back of the Apex Legends reveal, and obviously Fortnite coming out with a new season, that got me into the frame of mind of wanting to jump back into a kind of online shooter again. But rather than doing Fortnite, which would have been the sensible thing, so we could have all spoken about it and played it together, I played a bit of Overwatch.
Okay.
And I've only ever played it once before. I think it was Andrew. I think that was with you and Sticky, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Came out.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's such a good port as well. Like say what you want about Blizzard, but Diablo 3 and Overwatch
are great looking
possibly two of the best ports on the Switch. Like, it's completely flawless. And yeah, I'm shit at it obviously, but it's really good fun. And I'd like to.
There's still a lot of people playing it on the Switch.
Did I play it online? I think I just because I'd forgotten how to play it completely. So I just did the tutorial again and then played against bots to kind of practice. But the mechanics of it are sound. So yeah, I'd love
to get back on that.
Yeah, we really do need to do that whole. Just seems to be when I'm talking. Is that...
Sorry, that was my
just how do we shut him up? Just cut the thing.
Cut the internet. It's fine.
That's it.
We are now back. Don't worry, it's cool.
Good.
Okay. Inversus Deluxe was like a little puzzly shooter, very simple kind of arcade game. He gave that a 9 out of 10. I mean, he's pretty generous with his scores.
Yeah.
Towerfall from Matt Makes Games, developers of Celeste. A little, kind of a, what would you call it? Like a one-screen shooting each other with arrows kind of game. That's not a genre.
It's kind of like Smash / Brawl.
Yeah.
Killer Queen Black.
Yeah, Killer Queen Black, great game. Dutch game in that sort of vein. He gave that a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
And,
very generous.
Does he want to play Vroom in the Night Sky?
I think he'd probably give it a 7 because he gave Pocket Mini Golf, which was utter shite, 6 out of 10.
Be interested to hear his thoughts on Pansy Hunter.
Whoa, actually.
That's my son.
He's 7. Okay?
But if you give it a 10 out of 10, there's a lot of people who like that game.
Yes. And then Lego City Undercover, which he loved, and that was a 10 out of 10.
That's a good game, yeah.
That is really good. It's the first time I've played it as well. And it is literally just GTA, but with Lego, isn't it? It's brilliant.
It's GTA with Lego and then just really, really stupid kind of cop humour. And Pete got it, I think, when he got his Switch. It was one of the games that came with it, and it is just really cheesy Lego humour, which those Lego games are brilliant. They're really, really good.
Yeah.
Big up the Lego Harry Potter series that you can get at the moment. That's really, really good on the Switch as well. Yeah,
and the Lego games are always on pretty good discounts as well, aren't they? So it's worth kind of keeping an eye out for. And speaking of discounts,
the Lego I have a bad experience with Lego games. I got the Lego Star Wars game. I can't remember what it was for the PS3. I think it. I can't remember.
Put it up your bum.
No, I might have though. But I took it. I glitched. It glitched. I was doing the sort of speeder part of Return of the Jedi, and it glitched, and I got stuck, and I got so fucking angry. I took it back to game, and I was like, "It's broken." And she goes, "Well, can't. What do you mean it's broken?" I was like, "Oh, it's too hard."
I did that with Resident Evil 3 Nemesis.
This Lego game's too hard.
Yeah, I took Nemesis back and I was like, I can't play this anymore. And the guy was really, it's like, well, normally we wouldn't take these games back when people just can't play them. I was like, have another game, please. But the fact you did that with a Lego game, mate.
Yeah, it's not my proudest moment. Apologies, Ben. I think you were going to say something and I cut across you.
No, it just reminded me. The Resident Evil games have all dropped in price permanently on the eShop. So I think they're all about £15 now, which is
Pretty
probably
good.
what they should have been
Yeah,
to
that's
start with, to be
Yeah.
honest. But
For sure.
yeah, I think they're. I mean, Andrew, which ones would you recommend if you had to get a couple?
The ones that are on Switch, probably one for maybe Revelations.
Really?
The rest five if you want co-op.
Okay, so all of them.
Yeah, I mean,
1, 4, 2,
Get them
3, and
all.
5.
Okay.
I said 3 games. I said 4 games. There's like 6 games on there. But...
Good to know.
I think isn't Resi 4 is probably one of the most like widely recognised as like the most popular in the series, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I would say 1 over 4 personally, but yeah, 4 is probably the one most people would get on with the best.
I lined up the video for 4, so that's
4 definitely. Okay.
4, yeah, 4 is that.
Yeah, and the new one, Resident Evil 8, looks like very much like a Resident Evil 4 kind of game. There's like the castle and the village and
Does that come
all
on
that kind of
Switch?
stuff. So no, well,
why
not
have
yet.
you brought it
but
up?
you never
Why have you
know.
brought it up then?
Yeah.
Why the
Yeah,
fuck
Andrew,
would you bring-
Why'd you bring up the PC games, Dan?
Andrew, what have you been playing?
You come here once a year, spouting your shite.
Oh dear.
That's as good a segue as ever for you to just launch into what you've been playing.
Well, on the Switch, I not played much. We played a bit of Mario Kart the other day. I can't remember when that was now. Was it like a week ago? I can't even remember how long ago that
fucking
was.
weeks ago.
Was it?
Get some sleep, man.
All the days roll into one.
We played it yesterday.
But that was nice to get back into that a little bit. I won a race, which was like the first time I think I've won a race with you guys ever. On the easiest track, mind you, but
Yeah,
still.
I was gonna say. And just because Ben and I were literally gunning for each other the whole time.
It's true. Yeah, I took advantage of you, like your rivalry, and just yeah. Other than that, a mysterious benefactor gifted me some credit to buy Invisible Ink, which is bloody great. It's been around for a little while. It's on like PS4, Xbox, the iPad, but it is like an isometric game by the people who is it Clay Interactive, KLEI. They made like Mark of I've forgotten the name of the games they made. Mark of the Ninja.
Okay.
But yeah, it's basically you play a spy and you have to infiltrate these different locations, and you're trying to get intel on this like shadowy organization, and it's like turn-based. So you have to kind of you have to spend your action points for your spies wisely to move or to kind of get ready to ambush like a security guard or whatever, and then the security guards take their turn, and it's really well done. It's really well thought out. It's like a puzzle game. Almost, but yeah, it's just so much fun, and it's great on the Switch because it just the Switch was made for that kind of game. So yeah, really enjoying that.
Absolutely lovely as well, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Really good looking game.
It's a really good game. It's just overall the presentation in that game is fantastic. So it's well worth getting. Yeah, really enjoying that. But then I've had one day off in about like nearly 2 weeks, and I chose to
You either complain about how much you're working, and you were complaining 6 months ago about being made redundant. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, Andrew.
I can't make my mind up, can I?
Lewis.
But I decided because again I'm moving away from the Switch a little bit, but I have to mention it because it's such a big game. The Last of Us 2 came out the other day, and I hadn't completed the first The Last of Us in the 7 years that it's been out. So I decided that this was the time that I completed it. So I actually spent an entire day. I think I'd already got 2 hours into the remastered version, but I completed it, and it is one of the best games I have ever played, including the DLC, which is also phenomenal. So yeah, really enjoyed playing that, and I'm about 7 hours into The Last of Us 2 now. So
Wow.
Yeah, I've not jumped into it yet. I've got it there with pretty much every other fucking game that I can't play at the moment.
Yeah, I'd prioritise it. It is absolutely phenomenal so far. Really good.
Tell me to prioritise it.
Prioritise it,
Fucking
Dan.
hell, you
Dan.
hypocrite.
Dan needs to finish off Sheep Patrol. That's his priority.
Yeah. You need to prioritise it. I'm a fucking project manager, mate. Tell me.
Put it on a spreadsheet. Get it in Trello.
Use Trello.
Add it to Slack. Come on.
Fuck you, Lewis.
Right.
Oh.
That's right. Oh, he's off. Oh, he's shutting his door.
Nice legs.
Yeah.
Short shorts as well.
Shorts.
Shut up.
Round us off nicely to a little discussion at the end here. So we asked on Twitter, just all about the with the new amiibo of Joker and what's the other guy called? Hero coming out. Not that
Great
other guy. It's what game's a lot of what amiibo would you want to see coming? And if I can just quickly
Oh my.
some you are smutty. Smutty.
Getting worse and sticky.
I know. To go through some of the Twitter answers. So Eamon Macaulay, some DS era characters like Phoenix Wright and Detective Gumshoe or Professor Layton. That would make a great amiibo.
Yeah.
That's good.
Zach Eggshen has put in a picture of Beadle. That would be an excellent.
Jeremy.
Jeremy Beadle.
Beadle. Yep. One hand is smaller than the other. Mark Hammond asked for Switch Island amiibos. Not a chance. I remember as they used to do those printing booths. You go and get a photo taken, and they would do a 3D print of you. They used to do that. It was quite expensive. Deco DW from the Nintendo Jump podcast came up with one that I was going to maybe mention. That was Slippy Toad from Star Fox.
Very Slippy Toad. Yeah.
Star Fox and Peppy Hare. Lots and lots of banjo.
What?
3 people said banjo.
But isn't he kind of guaranteed?
He's going to come.
Lewis. Honestly.
So we've got Banjo, we've got Terry Bogard, and
Byleth.
Byleth. Both Byleths?
I hope so. That would be awesome.
Really?
Yeah, because they did with the last Fire Emblem character was Corrin, and that they did 2 versions of the male and the female version of Corrin, so I'm sure they will do the same for Byleth as well.
Excellent.
Lewis is pissed himself because he's gone Corrin and Corrin Bailey Ray.
And the last one, Master Chief amiibo. So guys, what if you could have an amiibo that would come out? What would you want? What do you want, guys? Come on, tell me.
Well, basing this on who I would like in Smash, because we've got 5 Smash characters still to come, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first one that I thought of was Lara Croft.
Okay.
I
that'd be
think.
good.
Remember, back before they revealed an ARMS character, Smash used to be about iconic video game characters.
Mm-hmm.
And she's pretty iconic, right?
Yeah.
So,
True.
Yeah.
I think she'd be a cool amiibo to have.
Or
And
just
it'd
a
be
butler
Yeah.
with the tray.
Winston, good old Winston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No reason why not. But yeah, I think she'd be a cool character in Smash, and I think it'd be a very cool amiibo to have as well. And as we said earlier, a bit more female representation in Smash, which would be good.
Yeah, another good one.
Yeah. So again, following on from that, and who I think will come out as a Smash character in this set and get an amiibo is Crash Bandicoot. I fucking hate Crash Bandicoot, but I still think that he'll come to Smash at some point. I hope he does, so I can buy the pack for him, just so I can put his ability to 0 and just kick his head in.
Put him in a microwave.
Put him in my microwave. What?
Well, you said you hated him, so that's what kids do, isn't it? You could probably cosplay as Sid from Toy Story if you wanted to. You've got that look.
Yeah, I've got a sandpit in the back garden.
You just need the brace.
Shaved head.
Yeah.
It's coming.
What do you mean it's coming on? It's not how it works.
I don't know, my hair's getting a bit long.
Not how it works, mate. It's not Benjamin Buttoning.
It's not. Do you think Spyro as well?
I hope,
if you think Crash?
I don't think so.
No.
If I'm being serious, I would hope not.
I mean, they're both crap, aren't they?
Yeah. Crap.
Spyro
Bandicoot.
would be good. I mean, Spyro's fine. I think it'd be quite cool to have Spyro in there. It is shit, but like also iconic. So would kind of make sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
We've got.
It'd be good to get.
Go
Go
on.
on,
Andrew.
go on.
No. Go on. You might be.
I was gonna say it'd be good to get the kind of mascots from the other two consoles in there. So Master Chief for the Xbox, because that's basically their mascot now. And PlayStation technically doesn't really have one. You can't call Lara Croft the mascot anymore because it's not PlayStation. So maybe something like Nathan Drake, would be quite an interesting choice for
Ellie, cutting people
PlayStation.
up, stabbing them out in the eye,
maybe
shivving them.
Yeah. Bit too adult, yeah. But yeah, you could put Ellie in there. But yeah, no, I think Nathan Drake pretty cool. Just he was in the PlayStation Battle Royale that they did on the PS3. Not Battle Royale. The Smash Brothers type game that they did. Was it PlayStation All Stars? I think it was. Yeah. So yeah.
What about Ratchet and Clank? Thinking about like mascot,
true,
Nintendo friendly characters.
But that would be very much in a similar vein to Banjo then, wouldn't it? Because it's the whole, the pairing that kind of jump off each other, and the smaller and the bigger one, whatever. It's very similar to that, is what I mean.
Could be an Echo Fighter.
Yeah, I think Ratchet and Clank's probably a good shout. I think that could possibly happen. Yeah, I think that's legible based on some of the other suggestions. So yeah, could.
I've got a couple of Mario themed ones, which seem fairly likely that we'll get at least one more. First of all, Shy Guy. I think he would be quite a cool character to have, because you can get like 100 different variations of Shy Guy, can't you? You can do loads of different things. You get like the flying ones that carry shit. So, using my extensive knowledge of the Mario universe, and they make funny noises as well, like meow, meow, which I think is fantastic. And also a thwomp.
Oh, a thwomp! Everybody loves a thwomp.
Just a big lock.
I would love Paper Mario.
Good shout.
Yeah,
that would be really good in Smash. Yeah,
I think so. I think my other suggestion is probably one that Andrew will agree with, but Sora from Kingdom Hearts. I think it's one that's kind of been mooted for a while, so I wouldn't see why. Loads of people want Dragon Ball Z characters in there. I'm not really familiar with the series and never really watched it when I was younger, but again, I think that'd be another good one for people. I still like the original idea. I think we suggested a couple of years ago or like a year ago, where you get like a console amiibo, and that unlocks like a specific game on the Switch. I thought that'd be quite cool. So you got like 20 quid N64 one, and unlocks like Mario 64, like the remaster.
Yeah,
quite a nice idea. Plus, they'd be really cool on disc.
I would like to see them actually doing like games that involve the amiibo, like the Skylanders games used to be. Like you scan in the amiibo and the character appears in the game, like the Disney Infinity Skylanders thing. That would be an intro. They've not done that. The only game that they ever did was like a Wii U game where if you scanned an amiibo, it would give you like a random mini NES game, not even like the full game, but like a few levels of a NES game, and it was just like a really silly way to use amiibo. But yeah, like a full-fledged amiibo game would be cool.
I suppose they did Starlink. That's probably as close as it
comes
in the Switch. No, I know, but it's like Toys to Life style.
Yeah. But you saw how well that did.
Not an amiibo.
Not with amiibo.
No, it was the nail in the coffin of amiibo and Toys to Life.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see an amiibo past the DLC fighters. I think once the DLC fighters are out, that'll be the end of amiibo.
They make a lot of money on amiibo though. They always put them on the end of year records, don't they, and pretty much show how many units they've sold, and it's a lot.
True, but they need to make more of them. Like they make it so that people buy tons of them to scalp them on eBay because they know that they're so limited in number that they can make a shitload of money off them, which is really stupid thing to do. They should make a decent amount of them rather than the very few that they seem to make.
Yeah.
So
okay. I would like to see and it might mean more Fire Emblem characters in Smash, but I'd like to see the leaders of the three houses in a triple pack.
Okay.
That would be pretty awesome to have.
Yeah. People would riot if there's more Fire Emblem characters in Smash. But you wouldn't need to because Fire of Three Houses has amiibo support, so you could just add a patch and use them in there. Yeah.
How about something from Pokemon Snap?
The camera.
Yeah. They've got loads of Pokemon already now, haven't they? Though, so it would be just bringing another Pokemon out. So
you better wonder if a gen.
Maybe like maybe the three new starters
Yeah.
from Sword and Shield.
That would be interesting. Yeah, I could
The
see
monkey one, and the others.
that. Score Bunny.
Sobble and
Sobble, yeah. Oh, what's the other
Grookey.
one?
There we go.
Or the
Grookey,
camera
Grookey,
from
yeah.
Pokemon Snap. That could work.
I think that's better.
Dan just got like some kind of fetish for inanimate object amiibos. Like that.
Aren't they all inanimate? Oh, you on crack? They're moving again.
You just got an overactive imagination.
Hey, they are.
Well,
They're my friends, Dan. They are my friends. I bought them just to like have them in camera shot.
Show and tell.
yeah.
Show and tell. Yeah.
I think we might get Robotnik.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
That's a smash.
As a Smash character?
Will we
Yeah.
get any more indie ones, do you think?
Hollow Knight.
No,
Hollow-
Robotnik.
Hollow Knight teaser.
I noted that down, but it maybe is just an amiibo. I'd take that, but I'd maybe take the Hollow Knight, so not the guy you play as. Slightly bigger.
So in other words, you're basically saying you don't want it in Smash because you don't have to rebuy Smash again.
I've got it. I bought it.
Oh, you rebought it? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I got it a little while ago. When nothing was coming out, I had one voucher left, and I decided to get Smash, and I played it for 15 minutes since.
You did it, Andrew.
Yes,
And it's amazing.
great.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Go out and buy it. Everyone go out and buy it. It's amazing. Also, Blaze and Axel from Streets of Rage. I think that'd be
Ooh,
pretty.
good shout.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah,
shot.
definitely. For sure.
Lewis, have we
Oh,
lost?
Lewis looks really confused.
I had an error pop up on my screen. It's gone again. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
I think that is called time.
Oh dear.
Andrew didn't get to do a show and tell. Oh.
I showed you my little Yoshi one. That's... Little woolly one.
Have I moved it on too quickly again? Did you not say any amiibo?
No. I was just carry on.
Panic me, Ben. You panicked me.
Sure, as you were.
Right, if you are a glutton for punishment and like what we do, you can.
It's a good one.
What's that? What's that?
No, carry on, mate. Yeah, you're
Where you going?
No, on you go. You're fine. You're fine.
A shulk.
That wasn't Shitty Hulk. No.
You can find us on Patreon, www.patreon.com/SwitchIsland. In fact, you can find all of our output if you just go into Google or any other search engine and search for the Switch Island. Probably the best place to go is our website, which is www.theswitchisland.com. Ben, now you've
Yes.
should anyone want to find you online, where would you go?
They would go to @BenjiKong on Twitter.
Delightful. Mr. Ward?
Ooh. @DannyWard2707 on Twitter.
Andrew?
Who has sung that on Twitter?
On Twitter.
Little jingle. @Oddment84.
Ironically,
Also on Twitter.
my nickname with ladies, Lil Jingle.
And I'm at that. Dr. Fat. Right, guys. Let's just cut it there. I think it's time for us to say goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, good wave. Come on,
Bye.
everyone wave. Keep waving. Come on.
Bye.
It's your hand.
Bye.
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 Opa Zoom.
Bye. Bye. Chuck says bye.
Let's go.